Testing check 1 2 1 2. Hello gamers, gamer guys, gamer girls, all who game, welcome to the stream. It's the Gaming God back online. You know what time it is. We're back at it again. KSP traversing the moon. What have we got for you today? Well, I built a rover last stream at the end, and I think that's what I want to do. I want to start out by reviewing the rover we built the last stream, take it to the moon, and then at the end, and then build another rover to take in the next stream. That's a good setup. Anyways, this is not the exact rover that we made. I did some little fine adjustments to it. These tanks in particular, some extra monopropellant rockets on the sides there, because I think it's going to be pretty heavy, and I want it to be able to get to hover on the moon. So here we have Blue Moon Jover. I thought it looked like a sailboat, so I googled common sailboat names, and one of the first ones was Blue Moon, and I thought, I can make something out of that. So there we go. Here is Blue Moon. Again, the goal is to get it to the Museum of Rovers in under an hour, so I'm going to quickly launch it, show you its features, and then get right on with the building of the rocket and get it to the moon so that we can get it done. Okay, so last stream I built the rocket. I built for the rover was almost not even able to get it to the moon surface. So this time I'm going to overdo it because I want to make sure that it has enough delta V to get there. Dan joined the stream last time too, so we'll see if he shows his face around these parts. As you can see, here it is. It gets some pretty substantial acceleration from the tires. The thing that worries me a tiny bit is that it likes to slow down kind of quickly. But I think that's just air resistance from the wings. I'm going to say that's just air resistance from the wings and not worry about it too much. But yeah, it has lights going basically all the way around it this time. So has a nice little projection beam. I like it. I quite like it. I'll do a demonstration of the braking. Has some pretty good brakes. Again, I'm testing all of this on Kerbin's gravity, not the Mun's gravity. First time I've used these wheels for a craft before. Demonstration of the RCS thrusters doing their work. Bada bing, bada boom. It'll be enough to accelerate. The main reason I added these extra ones, they don't even thrust or anything, these ones in the back and the front. They're mainly there just so that when I need it, it will give me some upward thrust so that I can hover when I need to. But yeah, there is it. This is the rover. Okay, and now we'll get to getting it in the right good spot. I just kind of show you around it. I quite like it. I think it looks beast. Pretty proud of it. Okay, revert flight to spaceplane hangar, and we'll get going. Beans. Couple things that worry about me is its clearance. Worry me about this. Sorry, worry about me. Its clearance to the ground is not very much, and it doesn't have that great of suspension. So I don't know how fast I'll be able to take it, but we'll see. We'll see. We're gonna save the craft. Return to Space Center. We've already wasted 6 minutes and 52 seconds. That's lovely. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna make it there. It's gonna be okay. Alright, so there we go. Okay, I clicked X. I don't know, but it's fine. Excuse me. Okay, so open craft. We'll pull up Blue Moon Jover. Ah, lovely. Grab it. Pull it up yonder some. We will retract this. Alright, so I'm realizing now with these wings, it's gonna be a little tricky to get this thing where it needs to go. We're gonna have to really give it some fairing. Lord. Some fairings. Excuse me. Can we change up the color of the fairing? Ew, we don't want a death orange. We just want... Uh-oh. We'll do some big boom, and then big boom. Awesome. Doesn't poke through in any spots. Nice. Alright. So it's gonna need just a slightly larger tank this time. So we'll do this, and we'll do the what's it? The 2.5 meter version of this engine is this engine. So that is what we will be using. (997 meters per second on its own). Spectacular. Okay. So we need... Nope. One of these dude skis. And then a real sized BIM stopper. We're gonna do the orange. Orange is absolutely classic. We're gonna do the orange. Alright, so we got the orange. We're gonna do the mainsail as well. And we're going to do the four lanky boys. Are y'all prepared for the four lanky boys? Oof. Lank restored. Okay. Just like that. And like crap. That. Alright, now give me 2 seconds. Stream. We're good. Continuing. We're gonna do the dark nose cones because I like the look. This is turning out to be a very colorful craft. Okay, and then we need some of these boys. And I believe we want to put some of these boys on there as well. I think that will help. Okay, first those go, then those go, then that goes, then that goes, then that goes, then that goes, then that goes. Good. Let's just get going. Ready? Launch.
Always check your staging.
The key to life is the checking of the staging. My phone is a little weird. Some days it has really good battery days. Like I've gone the whole day and my battery is only at 50% right now as I'm streaming right now. Other days I'll get to the end of the day or I'll have to put my phone on the charger halfway through the day because it will need charge that bad. It's so strange. Sometimes my phone has good battery days and sometimes it has bad battery days. Anyways, we have a viewer. Welcome, viewer. Thank you for coming and viewing the stream. Are we ready to launch? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We're gonna have to tilt pretty hard at the start. Uh-oh. Like this. And then old prograde. Okay, bad bonzos. Incorrect. Oh god, incorrect. Incorrect. Now it's tipping super hard. It's wasting so much fuel. And we're going into a very badly inclinated orbit. Why are we doing this? Tip down. Get it back on track. You know what? I'm gonna revert to flight to launch. We're gonna try this again. give this another shot. Because that was going to turn out very bad. Is it raining outside? I believe it is. That's what we call a large oof. Okay, we're back. And better than ever. Try again. 3, 2, 1, launch. We're just gonna go straight up for a little bit, and then we'll turn. We'll start our turn. Like 1 kilometer up. I don't know why it constant. Oh god, it's becoming unwieldy. All right, that's enough. Stay programmed and let the gravity of the world do take over the rest of the thing. It's not gonna turn fast enough. We gotta turn for it. Turn harder, better, faster, stronger. Daft Punk. Oh god. This is not the angle of attack I wanted to take, but hey. What can you do now, you know? Gonna take those. We'll start. What are we at? What's our orbit look like? Looks like that. 29,000. This. Pull down. Come on. Absolute dummies. I think the center of mass is kind of off kilter. A little bit. I'm gonna assume the center of mass is just a little bit off kilter, and that's why it's very unwieldy. $69, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna go 82,000. Beauteous. All right. Thanks for sticking around, viewer. I appreciate it. Alright, we're gonna have to... Oof, I apologize. Excuse me. As soon as we get in this space, we're gonna... Actually, no, we'll do it now. Why not? We're basically there. Boom. Yeah, we don't have any reaction control other than what's on the other than the main thing right there. We don't have any reaction control, which is kind of a big oof, but hey, whatever. There's that, there's that. Extend the antenna. Now we have that, and we're gonna do 3, 2, 1. I still have quite a bit of fuel. Maybe I did this way overkill. We almost pulled 5G's acceleration. That's pretty nuts. Oof. $83, $85. That's good. That's good. It's real good. Woohoo. Lights. We're gonna put the brakes on too. And because the SAS is on, it starts rolling. Alright. So, I don't know where the moon is. There's the moon. So whenever we see the sliver of the moon come over the horizon, that's when it's time to burn. I was gonna make sure I do it at the right time, and I'm watching for it. There it is. Alright. There's the moon, y'all. Look at it in all its glory. Alright. 3, 2, 1. We're going to the moon. Yeehaw. Look at that, y'all. That's a good look. Oh shoot. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say, It's alright. Alright, slowing down the burn. Okay. Let's watch the periapps drop like a heckin'. Oof, too much. I don't understand why it has an autosave every 15 seconds. Like, and it freezes up the game every time it does. 8,000. I'm cool with 8,000. Okay. Here we are, y'all. Hold on. There we go. Bye bye, Kerbin. And hello, Moon. Alright, I don't know what. Oof. That's a... That trajectory will either really suck or work out really well in our favor. We'll just have to see. We'll either almost be guaranteed to make it within the hour, or there's no chance we're making it within the hour. We'll just have to see what happens. Alright, there's good old Kerbin up yonder. I think this one, even just in this little sight of it, I think this is going to be a really cool rover. I'm pretty happy with it, with how it's already looking. We're coming in, y'all. And we have plenty of Delta V this time to land. Just gotta watch out for when my periapps comes around. Three, two, one. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. I did it. We're burning. this is 7,000 and 9,000. You know what? I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Okay. So, that is the museum. Uh-huh. Alright, we're gonna do a pass. A pass by. And we're gonna see if our pass by gets within 100 kilometers of it. If it's within 100 kilometers, with a half an hour to spare, it might be doable. But we'd have to book it, yo. We would have to straight book it, bro. Well, I mean, look, that is 60 some kilometers away at closest approach. 50 some kilometers away at closest approach. And we're gonna be within that for this. Okay, let me just see if we can see it. It should be coming up here soon. There it is. Stop, stop, stop. I can't see. That's 89 kilometers away. 88. Slowly coming down. We'll see how low it gets. That's 87. I may want to... Wait, here's the plan. We're gonna land right there. Or right there, I guess. We're about 85 kilometers away. Hello? Why won't it let me? Now it's letting me time warp. Jeez, it wasn't letting me time warp there for a second. We even have a little landing light. Okay. Awesome sauce. Would you look at that? We're here. Alright, we're gonna save the game here as Blue Moon Jover. And then we're gonna try our thing, except this time it's gonna be kind of a weird one. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1. Get off, get off, get off, get off. There we go. Lonely Bird! It's Lonely Bird! Dude, what is up, Lonely Bird? Oof. There's the rocket flying through the air. Lonely Bird, dude, nice to see ya. How's it hanging, broski? We have a thing stuck in us. Okay, we can hover though. That's the important thing. That's all I wanted to be able to do was hover. And we can do it. Okay. I'm going to revert to load the save. I'm not going to do that anymore. That was fun, but I don't want to die. Bro, Lonely Bird has entered the chat. Lonely Bird is the beast. Well, now they both left, both my viewers. That sucks. It's okay. We're not going to let it rocket off this time. There, and look, it came off like normal. Oh god. Shoot, dude. Okay, it's a little bit unwieldy. I won't lie. Let's try 30 meters per second. And just see what happens. Alright, we're gonna set it to prograde. We are going uphill, so there's a reason why we're decreasing. But look, it's working. Haha. I've done it. I've created the ultimate rover. Alright, we have 20 minutes. I have a theory that we are not going to make it to our destination in time. But theories are just theories. They're meant to be proven wrong. So, let's see if we can prove our theory wrong. Oh, look, we're coming up on a little bit of a jump here. Let's see how it handles the jump. Ooh. Ooh, here we go. A little bit bouncy, actually. Not that bad, though. It's actually handling itself pretty maturely, I'd say. I don't know why I'm using the term mature with a rover, but hey. Alright, I want to see when our next death is. Okay, so we're headed straight for big craters, so we wanted to go this direction actually. So we're gonna turn a little bit right. It's kind of already got the right idea. Oof. There we go. Okay. We're good. This is the direction we want to go for the moment. So we get past the crater and off to where we really want to be. It looks really slow. For some reason. Oh god. Don't do that. Don't stop. I just want to speed up. This is why we don't like RCS. It can help, but it can also hurt. We don't want hurt. We just want help. Okay. Ooh, that was almost some smooth butter. Alright, where are we going? What are we doing? Where are things? We're good still, actually. We're just going over a little bit of a hill. No issues. Which means we'll actually gain some speed once we get over the top. 77 kilometers. Wow, we might actually do this. I'm going to turn a little bit so we can make the most. Oh god. Oh Jesus. Lord. Save us. We're good. We're good. We're good. Just needs to stop overcorrecting and we'll be fine. Yo. Okay. Let's see where we're at right now. Alright, so we're gonna want to start going that direction here actually probably now. So we will brake. Wow, we're actually moving a pretty good clip. We'll start executing the turn. But don't be dumb about it. Oh god, you're being dumb about it. Okay, and now we can regain our speed. You're doing the right thing. Oof, and now we're flowing. Okay, we're gonna wanna this little. Oh God. All right, there we go. Perfect, 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 perfect. Pitch perfect. Ultra hacking, super perfect. We're just getting an eyeball for what's coming up. We're fine. We're actually kind of going the way I want to go right now. So I'm not going to question anything and let the rover do its thing. Even though it keeps kind of wanting to veer more and more right. Y'all seeing that? Okay. Just see what's going on. Yeah, we're gonna want to go down that way. So we're gonna turn here. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. Spaghetti-o. Oh, okay. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. We're good. We are good. Alright, we were going like 35 meters per second. That's good. That's a good clip. At that rate, we're gonna make it there in no time. Alright. I'm gonna try and start a story. I wanna do some talking. You know, not just gaming this and that. So I like this section of this though. Oof, big bounce. Is it gonna land okay? Oh yeah. Alright, we're gonna slow down just a little bit as we're kind of veering off course. But yeah, viewer, if you don't already know, I work at Weiss Market. What if you don't live in the northeastern part of the United States? Weiss Markets is like similar to a Walmart, but it's only local to the northeastern side of the United States, and specifically Pennsylvania. Is kind of a spot where it is. But yeah, nice little place to work. I'm enjoying working there. I'm a cashier there. But anyways, I like to tell stories of my time there and what I see and what irks me and stuff. So today I've been talking about a lot of stuff that irks me. I want to tell one more thing that irks me, and then I try and tell a nice story because I think I'm talking some trash on Weiss Markets a little bit too much. Okay, so one thing that irks me. People who come through their lines with their kids well, people who come through lines with their kids are not a problem. Like, I love kids. It makes my day when a little freaking, toddler comes through the line and is like, "Can I scan one?" And then I give him his little candy bar and he scans it. It's freaking adorable. I love it so much. But what really irks me is the parents that take their kids through the line, um, and the kids are either on an iPad or a phone or something like that, just blasting some, crazy YouTube video or something like that. I I don't know. The it's not necessarily the um I just don't it's not a huge problem. I mean, because it kind of gives the kids something to be entertained with, and I get that, and that's okay. I don't see any problem with that. Kid needs some sort of entertainment, and because shopping at the store is kind of a boring task. I understand that, but it kind of harps on the idea that hand a kid, a screen, and it'll fix whatever problem's going on, And I really am against that idea. When I was growing up, I didn't have a phone until I was in like 6th, 7th grade. I, you know, didn't have anything tablet-like until, anything like that I could browse the internet with personally until, I was like in high school, honestly. Um, I mean, I got a laptop before, but, it was a kind of a crappy laptop, and, that was in like 7th grade, and, couldn't do much with it, but it was cool anyways. Um, I did have I had a 3DS. I think 3DSs are fine. Like video games are cool, and I like video games. Um, but uh, the the phone thing, the accessing the internet, and especially the children's side of YouTube these days, I don't trust it. I would not trust my kid with watching that stuff. I've heard some crazy stories. I've personally watched videos of crazy stuff. My brother Carter has autism. He's 13 years old but has the mentality of like a 6 or 7 year old, and he sometimes gets into videos that have tons of swearing, and they look on the surface like they're meant for kids, and but then you watch the video and you're like, wow, this is really not good. So that is a something I would not trust my child with. I would never hand them a device and say, hey, you know, entertain yourself for a little bit. You know, if they're gonna be in the store with me, they're gonna, be in the store and shop and, help me do whatever. And, get that experience. I don't really want them to. I'm never gonna hand my child a device and be like, yo, check this out. Just entertain yourself for a little while. I don't know. I just think that's wrong. I think it's a wrong way of going about it. It builds that into them, and then they have a short, very short focus time. What do you call that? When they like can't focus for very long periods of time. Because I think even I built up a little bit of that, because I would get on the computer. I didn't have a personal computer, but my dad had a computer and he'd let me get on sometimes, and I would start watching YouTube videos, and oh God, we're gonna This is gonna be something else. Look at what we're getting into here, boss. Oh my lord. Okay, 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 okay. I'm just gonna turn a little bit so we avoid some stuff, and then I'll let it coast. But yeah, it's just I don't think it's a good idea for kids to be handed a device and saying go your way. I don't think electronics should be introduced into a child's development until a little later on. It messes with them. The development process can get interrupted pretty drastically if you introduce a device of some sort into their life. I believe, at least. But yeah, also, maybe it's okay for them to have the device, but blasting the YouTube video through the store, like at max volume off of the phone or tablet, that's interrupting everybody else's day, and I don't think that's a good habit to get your child into, not being cognizant of the other people around them. Lord, I am really sweating down this hill, bro. Alright, I might regret this, but I'm gonna let off the brakes and just see what happens, I think. If I really need to brake, I'll put the brakes on and I'll start my RCS back up, but I'm gonna let it go for a little bit. We're freaking moving now. Alright, you know what? Yeah, this is probably a bad idea. I'm gonna go ahead and put the brakes on before we get up to this ledge here. Yeah, but that's just one thing that irks me. People who give their kid a device and just hand it to them for them to eat up content through, while they're, sitting and waiting, just blank entertainment. I don't find that very appealing or good in any way. But yeah, there was my rant. Speaking of cell phones, but kind of off topic of that idea, people who are on their phones when they get into line, those people irk me as well. Because, I feel bad for trying to interrupt them, on their phone call, but I gotta do the whole, hi, how are you today? Did you find everything okay? You have a Weiss card with you? I gotta do that whole thing, and I feel bad of interrupting them. And, I want to make sure I do everything right, bag their items correctly, or to their liking, all that jazz, and I don't want to mess it up. And when they're on the phone, it's one, kind of rude, and can't the call wait until you done shopping? I don't know. Sometimes I understand, like sometimes it's like you try to, or sometimes it's like, they're shopping for somebody else and they're asking if they needed anything else or whatever, and I can understand that. It's just annoying sometimes. Okay. So we got to 48 kilometers away. So that's pretty good. We didn't get to we're not gonna make the hour mark, but I'm pretty proud of myself for how far I got with it. And for making it down that ginormous hill without dying. It's pretty good too. It's actually handling itself very, very well. I'm proud of it. I'm very proud of it. Yep, hour mark hit. Okay, something good about Waste Market. Let's talk about the goods of Waste Market. Sometimes people come through the line and are super duper nice, and you know, I love it. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to sound selfish. I like it when people will come through the line and they'll go out of their way to read my name tag and call me by my name. I don't know. There's something very it's very heartwarming. It's nice that they do that. It's I think it's very sweet of them. Uh-oh, we're gonna die. No, we're good. It's very sweet of them when they do that, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah. People who do that are very, very nice people. Very nice indeed. Let me increase my velocity a little bit. I'll go to there. So yeah, there are those people. I'm starting to get recognized by name without people looking at my name tag. Sometimes people just like come to my line and say, I came through your line specifically because, you're awesome, Joey, or something. I mean, they don't say exactly that, but, something along the lines of, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you, I really appreciate it. I've gotten told by a ton of people that sometimes people will say like, son, you're gonna go places, you got that spirit, or something like that, and those people also warm my heart and make me feel good about myself, and yeah, I like that. Kind of sounds selfish again, but I'm just trying to tell the story as it is, and yeah, those people make me very happy, and I enjoy those people. Sometimes, though, people will be very rude when they come through the line, and I do not enjoy those people. Sometimes they get big rude. And those people are kind of crazy. Whenever I work a daytime shift, either like like a 10 to a 3, or like a 10 to a 6:30 or something like that. Whenever I work one of those, right when I come in, or sometimes right oh, this is becoming more of a hill than I thought it was. Look at this. Shoot, dude. Do you see this? That is a hill, bro. How am I gonna get up that? I mean, I got the power. I got the RCS. But dang, that's steep too. Look at that, John. Hang on, let me look at my map. I just want to see what that looks like from here. Oh yeah, that's like the backside of the crater, I guess. Oh yeah, anyways, so the daytime shift, like 10:30 to 6:30, right around 10 when I come in, up until like 1:30, 2 o'clock, it's every time, without fail, it's these really, really cranky old people that just come in droves during that time. And they're always, with the coupons, and if the coupon doesn't work, they're like, I want to see a manager. This is ridiculous, and all this crap. And ooh, those people. I mean, they're older, older people. I can't be mean about it. Look at this, dude. We're gonna really. Oh my god, hang on. I gotta slow down. Oof. Alright, we gotta boost up the hill. Look at this, dude. This is nuts. We're going, my young bulls. Almost a 45-degree slope. Wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. But yeah, wow, look at this climbing. Alright, we basically made it up the worst of it, I think. Let me just turn real quick. Their speed's gonna drop fast because they're still going uphill pretty steeply. Not as steeply as before, but probably about 25 or something degrees. Maybe 30 degrees of inclination. Yeah, like I said, I can't blame the old people. Just because they're old. I'm sure I'm gonna be pretty cranky when I'm old too. But I don't know. Because old people can be nice. Like, there are plenty of old people that come through there that are. Oh, the hill was temporary. Huh. No fear. I can fix this. Because this thing can hover. And they can hover good. Here we go. Oh, boom. Look at that. We jumped off there onto here, basically missing the entire thing. That's epic. Alright, we'll accelerate, get back on track. Yeah, so that's my rant about the Weiss Market today. Thank you for tuning in. Alright. I'm not done with the Weiss Market. Not yet. I just have another story to tell. Because I have lots of stories and I want to tell them. Because, yeah. They're cool, I think. And I want to get them out there. So the other day, excuse me, I was I was working the register, doing my thing. Da 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 da. Lady comes through the line. Well, with an older man. They get some things. Lady hands me a check. And then, so far nothing wrong is happening. You know, I get checks all the time. Oh, I'm within the 30-kilometer range. That's epic. So yeah, so far nothing too bad. Oh my gosh. That used a ton of my fuel just to hover. I'm gonna have to be frugal with it. But yeah. The man goes out to the car. The older man. And the woman stays behind to pay. Now, for context of this story, before the payment, this transaction had went through, I had to replace the printer paper because the printer was out of paper. So I took the paper from the drawer, a new roll, put it. Was that a beep? I think we're good. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till the last second. I don't waste a ton of fuel. Oh, dang it. Freaking sucks, dude. Whoa. Look at it without the wing, though. Ooh. Yeah, this kind of became a failure just now. That was my bad. I should have saved, but I like the look without the wings. Alright, we're gonna let it come to a halt. Actually, you know what? To heck with it. Here's what we're gonna do. Just because see how high and fast we can get going. Out of fuel there. They're kind of just coasting. But yeah, I think I'm going to take the wings off because I like the look better without the wings. to be honest. And it lowers the center of mass. So it will actually work better too. 3, 2, 1. And the explosion has occurred. Something's still good. That's the wheels, the wheels strut combo thing. There's the crash site right here. Alright. We're going to the Space Center. I don't know what time it is. It's only 11:52 actually. Maybe I'm just a tired boy. What's up? I'm going inside. See what he's doing. Oh, it's raining. It's big raining. It's not big raining, but it's like majorly wet out there. Okay. Ooh, excuse me. Thou art exqueezed. Open craft. Blue Moon Jover. First thing. I like it. I like it a lot. And the center of mass is lower. There's no sensor of thrust. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a center of lift either. The center of thrust and the center of lift just sort of get placed at the bottom if there's nothing there for it. Just kind of a funny sight to behold. Let me give this a try. Without those big heavy wings on there, it might have some higher acceleration. Especially since the wings were just for show. Oh, I didn't finish telling my story. Yeah. Anyways. So, oh wow, yeah, look at that. Yeah, look at that. Freaking dummy. To launch. Lady pays, old man goes outside. I had replaced the printer paper, the last transaction. Realized when I looked at, so whenever you scan something, at the beginning of the transaction, it prints the Wise Market logo on the receipt. And then at the end of the transaction, it prints the rest of the receipt. So it's like a two-part process. Beginning of the transaction, it prints the Wise Market logo, and then at the end of the transaction, it prints everything else. I realized when I looked at the receipt that the Wise Market it had only printed like a quarter of the Wise Market logo, so I knew it was only going to print like a quarter of the receipt, like on one side. And that's because sometimes the printer part messes up, and it's dumb. So I took there's two covers on the printer, a cover for the uh, actual printer part of the printer, and a cover for the paper part. So I took off the cover for the actual printer part, and I look at this thing go. This looks good. So yeah, took off the cover for the actual printer part and blew on the whole assembly, and then I closed it up, and when you close it, it like recalibrates the printer part, and it goes and then it like recalibrates it, and then it should print the rest of the receipt like normal. Well, when I went to put the lid back on, it didn't go. It wouldn't do it. So I was pressing on the lid trying to see if it would, go, and it never would. And then an error message came up on my screen saying that the cover was open, and then I couldn't finish the transaction. And I was like, the cover's not open, the cover's closed. I was looking at it, I'd closed the cover, it was fully closed, but the computer still thought the cover was open and wouldn't finish the transaction because the cover was still quote unquote open. So I was pretty flustered about that, trying to figure it out. Called my manager over. Well, no, I called the monitor over, just the person that helps make sure everything's running smoothly on the front end. Her name's Brooke. Oh God. Why did I just explode? Like, oh, I didn't see it was a lip. Okay, whatever. It was going good. Call the monitor over. Her name's Brooke. She's pretty nice. And I'm like, yo, Brooke, this isn't working. And she tried closing it herself. It wouldn't do it. And so I had to move to a whole nother register. And it was big oof. And it took a long time. And basically this older woman was waiting for like 10 minutes just to get her check scanned so that she could pay. And I couldn't do it because the whole system had like big oofed because this printer cover wouldn't go back on correctly. So, yeah, it was big oof. And then literally the rest of my shift there, that register was closed because they couldn't get the cover back onto that thing. So, yeah, big oof. What am I doing? I'm gonna revert display split hanger. I think I'm done with the rover part for now. Since it failed, I kind of lost the motivation to try and send it there again. So we're just gonna save it as is, and I got into drones before, so I have a few drone-like things on here that I can show you. We'll go with mini drone. Here's mini drone 1. Mini drone 1 has 4 of those little rockets here. This capsule in the middle. A little reaction wheel in the middle there. And the whole thing fits in there. I think this looks splendid. I love the look of this. And I'm going to show you it go. I don't like that it keeps saying the mini gliders on the runway. Like, just clear it off. I'm done with the mini glider, please. Big yawn. Yeah. I'm learning how to run self-checkouts, too. Self-checkouts are fun. People going through self-checkouts can be dumb sometimes, but, you know, it's okay. I think they're setting me up to be a monitor, too, like a whole front-end monitor, because you can run the self-checkouts and be the monitor at the same time, if it's not too busy. Uh-oh. I forgot that this thing's pretty hard to control. Alright, ready? And the problem with this is you have to wait for it to burn enough fuel to get off the ground. Once it burns enough fuel and it's light enough, it just sort of takes off like this. And then you can just drone it. And my goal is to land on top of the VAB. Okay? Let's see if I can do it first try. I highly doubt it, but hey, I can dream, right? Shut up. I'm not gonna do it first try. I mean, I'm in one piece, am I not? The part that broke off is now destroyed, therefore no longer in existence. So, my existence is in one piece. Okay. I'll show you the other drone I made too, that's a little bit easier to control. Okay, yeah. Open craft. The problem with VTOLs, hovering crafts, is you constantly have, and I mean constantly, have to be under, throttle control. This one looks a little cleaner. This one has 4 monopropellant engines and 3 monopropellant tanks, and that in the center and that there. It's a doozy, but it works. So, we're gonna clear runway, and I'm gonna show you this one. Dan the man, he was in my stream yesterday, was um uh asking me if I could find an arcade game to play. Um so I might take a gander through the free arcade games on the PlayStation Store. And maybe if I find one, I can play one for a little bit. Oh yeah, I have to slowly throttle this thing up because these engines are kind of OP. Okay, so yeah, alright, so we'll do this. Ready? Here we go. This one's much more controllable. Oof, and if you're not careful, it's kind of a doozy as well. Okay. Okay. Drop the throttle. Okay. And boom. Easy peasy. Easy freaking peasy. Y'all get that on film? Easy peasy, broskies. Okay, I don't know how much electricity I have. That should have used electricity. How did that not use electricity? Do I have a... I think... Oh yeah, there's a RTG in there. There has to be. Wait. Yeah, there's definitely an RTG in there. Alright, new plan. We're gonna absolutely missile launch this thing into existence. 3, 2, 1, go. I really want to see what type of G's I pulled just then. Piff. It went piff. Flight status. Most G-force, it was not 5.6 G's. I can tell you that much. Maybe it was just 5.6. I don't know. That I definitely think it should have been more, because that was pretty nuts. Oh, but you can see the parts too, part count. Yeah, the RT, there was an RTG there. All right, revert flight to Spaceman Hangar. I want to show you I want to show you all my mini jets real quick, because I'm pretty proud of my mini jets. I might do a little series on my mini jets. We'll see. But I love my mini jets. Mini jets are beast. There's these little tiny things, and they fly so well. Okay. It's all the little J's. So we'll start with the OG little J. Let's go with OG little J. This is OG little J. Okay. Um, Alright, I just want to make sure this is the one that can fly. 'Cause it looks a little wonky, even just seeing it now. Okay, we'll launch. This thing's crazy, by the way. BT dub. Now, you may be wondering, because it has two, it only has two wheels. Well, yeah, because it has a ton of reaction control. So I just have to press the SAS button right when it spawns, and it sort of just balances. Landing it is a little bit of a doozy, but it's fine. I suck at landing things in KSP anyways. Absolutely trash at it. Sometimes I'll get a good landing. Other times, actually most times, I get a really trash landing. Okay, so, but it makes it even harder when you have to land on two wheels. But yeah, you can see it balances quite nicely. We can start this. I'll actually pull up here. Gears up. I like how the gears come up. And now, it just sort of goes. You can't turn it too hard like that, otherwise it kind of has some issues, but yeah, look at, it's very nimble, very nimble. Oh god. I'm just bad at controlling it, but yeah, there you go. There's, yeah, mini jet 1. And I will review the other mini jets in a little bit. I am a little bit bored of KSP, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the stream here. If I find a little arcade game that I can download quickly and play and stream, then we'll do that. And y'all can meet me back here in a couple of minutes. If not, then I hope everybody has a good night. And thank you for coming and viewing, viewer. If you are not subscribed, maybe consider subscribing, liking the video maybe, that always helps. And if not, you know, I still appreciate you coming here. You know, it's always nice to have some viewers seeing my stuff. I really enjoy it, so thank you. Anyways, thanks for watching. If this is good, if this is the end, then thank you all for coming. If you enjoyed my stream, give it a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Comment down below what you want to see next. I'm the Gaming God. Later.